Okay. Hear me? No. No? Okay, now? Thank you. So, good afternoon. I'm Walid, PhD, third year PhD student from Claude Bernard University from Lyon, France. I would like to present some results of my PhD works entitled Experiment Characterization and Modeling of in-situ polypropylene titanium dioxide nanocomposite. So this PhD enters within the framework of European multi-hybrid project, and this presentation is a contribution of Walid, Philippe Cassagnon, Véronique Benoît-Legaré from Laboratoire des matériaux polymères et biomatériaux from Lyon, France, and also Olivier Rod and Paul Hugen for Mines Paris-Tech, CMF Sophia Antipolis. So our objective is the synthesis of polypropylene titanium dioxide nanocomposite materials in molten polymer phase. And so there are generally there are two methods to obtain these nanocomposite materials. I'm sorry. So I said there are two methods to prepare nanocomposite materials in molten polymer matrix. The first method consists of it's a classical way and consists of sample dispersion on sample blends of commercial titanium dioxide with polymer matrix. But generally with this method we don't obtain a good dispersion at the nanometric scale. So to overcome this dispersion problem, an original way was added, and it consists of in-situ generation of titanium dioxide particles by carrying out hydrolysis condensation reactions of the titanium precursor in molten polymer during the process. So this presentation is divided in three parts. I would start by giving the kinetic data of our precursor. We have used titanium tetraoxide precursor in model medium squalane. So squalane is an alkane which simulates polypropylene structure with low molar mass. Then I will describe the synthesis and the characterization of this nanocomposite in molten polymer phase, and I will finish by giving some results concerning the model of the process, of the extrusion process. So, in-situ method consists of injection the precursor in the molten polymer, and then by carrying out hydrolysis condensation reactions of this precursor. So, condensation reactions can be occurred by alcohol elimination or water elimination. And at the end, the fine size and the good dispersion of the titanium precursor in the polymer matrix are expected. So we start by studying the hydrolysis condensation of our precursor in model medium. So there are different techniques are available to study the kinetic of titanium precursors, such as rheology, dielectric measurement, and infrared spectroscopy. So I will just present the results given by infrared spectroscopy in this presentation. So infrared spectra makes possible to allow this chemical shift the different functions of titanium hydroxide chain. And by following, for example, the disappearance of this chemical shift characteristic of TU-CH2 link, we can, as function of time, we can determine the kinetic of our precursor at different temperatures and also at different percent of precursor mixed with the squalane medium. And then, according to, by using first order kinetic and Arrhenius law, we can determine the activation energies of our precursor. And also we can determine the reaction rate constant of this precursor. So as we will see later, this value, this kinetic data will be used in the model. And also I forget, this precursor is very active, so few seconds are sufficient to reach high conversion of titanium precursor. Now we are interested to the synthesis and the characterization of polypropylene titanium nanocomposite in polymer matrix. So a series of experiments were carried by varying, for example, we have tested different screw profile, we have tested different screw speed, different feed rate, and different percent of precursor injected. So here I present the process method. Here we put the polypropylene at the feeder, and then we inject the precursor. So this precursor is the liquid, and at the exit of the die we prepare the nanocomposite materials. So and then this nanocomposite could be characterized by 10 microgram by mechanical property, rheological property, and also conversion of precursor. So conversion is an important parameter. We have used TGA and GCMS techniques to determine this value. Okay, and on the other hand, in order to improve this parameter conversion, at the end, the samples have undergone a second treatment in water, and we have tested another process method by injecting water inside the extruder. Okay. Now, concerning the characterization of our in-situ polypropylene titanium dioxide nanocomposite, this 10 micrograph show the morphology of a sample prepared by injecting 30% of precursor inside the extruder at feed rate equal to 3 kg per hour and screw speed 200 rpm. We can easily observe a good dispersion of titanium particles with an average size lower than 20 nanometers. And concerning rheological behavior for in-situ nanocomposite materials, so here we present the frequency dependent of G prime and G double prime for polypropylene matrix. This is the behavior for polypropylene G prime and G double prime for polypropylene with 10 weight percent of precursor injected, and this one for polypropylene with 30% of precursor injected. So we remark that at high percent of precursor injected, we show solid-like behavior of this nanocomposite. So this behavior can be explained by particle-particle interactions and particle-polymer interactions.